Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another installment of Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, also known as Isaac's Placenta on my desktop. Today we are not being joined by Mel, but she might be back later. I don't know, probably not going to get any comments on this video, so I'm going to go ahead and just assume that it's okay with whatever viewers there are, although my only viewer really right now is the loyal Casey Moffat. I don't think he has a YouTube channel, or if he does, I don't know what it's called. But he's a great fellow, I like that guy. So let's see, last time we did some stuff and some things. Started a promising run with good old Kane here, with his lucky Luckfoot. And yeah, let's kick some ass and make names. Something like that. Kick ass, chew bubblegum, except for I'm out of bubblegum, that kind of thing. Hoping I won't die because it's looking like I'm kind of low on hearts, but say la vie. So anyways, as I've been trying to do for the past few videos and consistently gotten distracted by, you know, various things, I was going to talk about how ridiculous Donald Trump is. He's just hilarious. There's a part of me that suspects that he might be, I don't know, staging a surreptitious protest. Kind of like the Rhinoceros Party of Canada did back in, I think it was the 60s. If you guys don't know what the Rhinoceros Party is, I'd highly recommend you guys check it out. They were a really, really great satirical political party for Canada that basically just complained about the whole having to vote for the least of all evils thing. And their motto was, ah, shit. Picked up an eternal heart. Wasn't supposed to do that yet. Anyways, their kind of motto was that if they were ever elected, they would disband immediately and allow a more reliable champion, I suppose, to come forth. But I'm kind of suspecting, maybe, hoping, I guess, more, that Donald Trump is doing something similar but not letting people know that he's going to just disappear. But who knows, I don't want things to get too political just in case, because there are those people out there who think that he has some good standpoints. And I honestly can understand to a point why people would believe that he has some good standpoints, because he has ideas that would be functional if he was able to get the point across consistently. And, you know, didn't waffle that much, and also, you know, if he wasn't so heavily based on this whole racist platform of immigrants being bad. You know, I remember one time, it was Russell Peters. He did a little skit about how people are ridiculous when they're complaining about immigrants taking their jobs, because it's like, what jobs are they taking? The jobs at the convenience store? The crappy ones? I don't know. I remember when I was in America a while ago on a hike with my family. I went on a hike with my cousin Chris and my uncle Steve. Not actually direct uncle. He's a very close friend of the family. I'm sure all of you guys understand it. But Uncle Steve and Chris and I, we were out in the Adirondacks, also with my Uncle Tibor, actual uncle, that one. And Chris and I were eating breakfast in, I think there's the Nakano Lodge, what's it called, continental breakfast, you know, those, like, crappy breakfasts where, like, they didn't have anything to serve, and so they give you this, like, bogus excuse for a breakfast, which is actually just, like, toast and shit like that. But, I don't know. I guess I'm still grateful that I got that tasty breakfast, because it was, like, all I had to eat. But we were talking about the American politics that were going on at the time, and, I asked Chris about, you know, the other guys, because, you know, up here in Canada we hear a lot about Trump, because Trump is just so so hilarious, I guess I would call it. But, it's not rainbow colored. But we don't hear that much about the other ones, like, I think Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton are running, maybe. I don't know. I don't know much about politics. I'm not a political person. But, yeah, so I was asking Chris about the other contestants, I guess I'd call them. And we were discussing them, and I said that, I like the sounds of this Bernie Sanders character. I mean, you know, everyone is allowed to have their own opinion, but I like the sounds of him. He seems like someone who has his shit together. But the secretary, he actually had a mohawk just like me. He was about 60. I don't know what he was doing with a mohawk, but it looked a bit like a dead skunk on his head, just like mine does when I don't bother spiking it. They piped up with, oh, that Bernie Sanders is going to ruin the country, and yada yada yada, that kind of stuff. Oh boy. Oh, my dad agreed. Really not down for that. Oh, damn, okay. But, yeah. But he didn't really defend Trump's platform at all, or really point out what there was in it that was defendable. So, I don't know. I feel like that's something that I see a lot in YouTube videos that people are asked about Trump, you know, and their opinion of his platform. They all seem to be incapable of forming a cohesive sentence about what they like and dislike about everyone around them. It's more like, oh, well, fuck these people because they're going to ruin our country and Trump is great. But I mean, that's politics for you, right? It reminds me of a funny line that I saw when I was playing Undertale. I think it was a bear. He said, well, we don't have a mayor in this town, but if something happens, a skeleton will tell a fish lady about it. That's politics. But I mean, it's kind of true, isn't it? I mean, so up here in Canada, I don't know how many people are watching are Canadian, but we recently had a pretty big change in our political situation because Stephen Harper has been in for 2 consecutive terms. I think we have a 4-year term here. Yeah? Yeah, Mel, she's actually sitting over there. She doesn't want to commentate right now. She's motioned 4 at me. But yeah, we have a 4-year term up here, not a 7-year term like you Americans. And so we had Harper in for 8 years. And towards the end, I got to the point where I don't even know conservatives who like Harper. Because he made such an ass of himself so consistently. It seemed like all of his ideas were directed towards trying to bring down the price of things, which is, you know, admirable, and it's the sort of thing that that people on those people who vote, you know, conservative, or I guess down in America, Republican, what they're interested in is, you know, having the government kind of butt out, they get to hold on to their own money, less social assistance programs. I don't necessarily agree with that, though I can understand why that would be appealing to a lot of people in the upper middle class. But anyway, so we got Justin Trudeau in, and he's Pierre Trudeau's son. And, you know, he claimed that he wanted to make all sorts of changes and stuff, just like every politician does. And so far I've seen, you know, not all that many changes. I mean, he's working towards legalizing weed and things like that, but I don't know, it seems like a whole lot of hullabaloo that isn't going to lead anywhere, just like with most politics. Oh, and Mel's motioning angrily. What do you have to say, love?
Don't keep up with politics so you don't realize what he's actually done. He's done some really good things. He's also done some shitty things already.
Mm-hmm.
But that's bound to happen with really anyone. He's going to go back on his promises on politicians.
Oh, yeah.
More than they should. What he did, the first thing he said he would do, he did, was let in refugees, and he was there giving them winter jackets.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Like, how are they supposed to?
So as Mel's pointed out, I don't know if you guys can hear it properly, but I know basically shit all about politics. So, you know, she's pointed out to me that... Oh, emergency. That was a waste of a card. She's pointed out to me that... Oh, shit. I didn't realize I was challenging Mom so early. Okay, cool. She pointed out to me, as I was saying, that I haven't been really keeping up, and there's a bunch of other stuff that's happening, and he kept his first promise. And, yeah, I think I agree with that. I don't know, in any event, I like him, but I'm also intensely disillusioned with politics as a whole. And so I guess, you know, that's probably why I come off as asinine and not really know what I'm talking about when I talk about politics. Which is me wondering why I decided to talk about them, but you know, c'est la vie, right? Man, I'm really disappointed that at least I got the treasure room. Forgive me. I've been pulling up the grout down here. And it's a bit nasty, the dust in the air. Apparently a puff of that is worse than a puff of a cigarette. And of course I smoke cigarettes, so... You know, it doesn't really matter. But according to the downstairs tenant, Chris, no relation to me, not my cousin Chris, but my mom's downstairs tenant, he says that stuff, the grout dust, is like 300 times worse for you than a cigarette. Yeah, and he seems to know, he simply does know what he's talking about. I think he's electrical and plumbing training, things like that, and he just seems like the kind of guy that is really handy. But, oh, Jeezy. Jesus. Jeezy. Oh, Jeezy. But, yeah, anyways, I've been inhaling it a little bit. Not willingly, of course. It's not like I'm puffing it like a can of gasoline. Don't do that. I don't do that, and no one should. Anyone who's smart should not have gasoline. But, you know, it's inevitable that you'll get a little bit of it in your system. Oh, that'll be me getting a text because I don't mute my phone. We're gonna cut the episode off fairly soon anyways. Oh. Yeah, I'm hoping that the sound is a little more tolerable. The last episode I did, the sound was way, way too loud. It was aggressively loud. Yeah, right, we'll do that. But, turn down the in-game volume a little bit, and there's virtually no volume right now actually coming out of my speakers. Because I roll like that. I don't bother. Oh, fucking bad trip. It's just kind of how I do things. When I was a little kid, actually, I was one of those weird kids that never actually turned the volume on his Game Boy up. So I was convinced that that was like a great way to save tons of your battery life. And I think it is. Like, my Game Boy tended to last a lot longer than other people's, but I just got used to playing games without any volume. That looks like a special rock. Let's try it. Oh. But, yeah, so I like to put up my own music occasionally, as you guys may or may not have seen that in Enter the Gungeon. But, oh, that's my mom calling me. I'm gonna cut the episode off here. Cheers, guys.